today is December 2nd and we have 10 members today.
You did not put record button, sir.
Illa, the record on
Kirana box takodu.
Ipa correct Kirana box.
So basically the property allocation over here, and we have two teams, team Kalpita and team Keetana. So now Dakshin Siddharth and Hariharan will help me to keep these two tables aside. One table should be on that corner. And so Kiran?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Kiran, let us assume that you are the first representative of Team Kalpita here, and you are in a, I'm going to give you a task.
Round one, sir.
Yeah, so we have one set of materials for Team Kalpita that is belonging to Team Kalpita, and this one is belonging to Team Keetana. All the materials that are there are belonging to Team Kalpita and vice versa, all the things. Now, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
So the first task goes like this. From Team Kalpita, Kiran, let us virtually imagine that Kiran is in this particular margin. So in this margin, the person is Kiran. The place is a jungle. So Kiran went for a kind of a trip and she is left alone. Her college mates left her without the knowledge, and she is in the jungle, not having any clue or any idea how to escape from the jungle. The jungle is very much near to the coastal area as well, so we never know when the rain is going to be inundating and when the weather forecast will be having some fluctuations. So Kiran has got a lot of uncertainties. So Kiran, now I have given you the situation, and now you are supposed to say what kind of emotions you will undergo in such a situation. So that's the first step. So come on, tell me what kind of emotions you would experience at that point of time. What kind of mixture of positive emotions and negative emotions? You first tell me that, and then I'll take the exercise to the further process.
Okay, sir. So, sir, first emotion that I would feel is definitely fear, sir, because my friends, my quote-unquote friends left me in the jungle all alone, and I would be scared because there are who knows what in the jungle. So, first is fear, sir. Next, in a way, sir, if you look deep enough in yourself, you would also feel a little calm, sir, because in my opinion, when I think of a jungle, it's like a dense green forest, sir, with a lot of, like a river flowing and animals all around, sir. So in a way, it would also be very calm, sir. So those are the two emotions that I would feel the most, sir.
Sir, inner demon also, sir, because as the coastal areas near the jungle, sir, the inner demon may speak to the conscious that what will happen if it starts flooding or if it starts raining. We are not having any GPS location here. So how are you going to find out the weather condition of this jungle? How are you going to escape the inner demon, sir? And also, she may feel sometimes because how am I going to handle this that depression, sir?
Sir, it is not always emotion, sir, but ultimately experience, sir. Sometimes you get anxious, sir, like they left me alone, what did I do, sir? And another one is uncertainty, sir. She don't know what is going to happen next, sir. It is unpredictable, sir, so uncertainty.
Nice collection of answers. Yeah.
Sir, happiness, sir. So, she might come for forest for relaxation, sir. So she might have some problem in the city, sir. So tomorrow there's going to be a big test. So we need to relieve from that. We need a happy mind and a calm mind. So she's listening, sir. So she's literally
A bit of a happiness, sir.
Okay, so
Sir, may I say another emotion, sir?
quickly, your time is up. Come on.
Okay, sir. I would also feel disappointment that my friends left me, sir, because I'm pretty sure the friends who are with me were college friends, which has been a long journey, sir, like in college. So I would feel really disappointed that they left me.
Right. That's good. Okay.
Good job, Tina. Thank you.
So Kiran is stuck in the forest as Ritan mentioned, and all the other teammates have also given the correction of emotions Kiran might be undergoing during that particular moment. And now, from Team Keetan, Pranav Rajeshwar and Hariyan, they will have to go to their material kiosk and they have to pick 5 items. And Keetana and Darshan Siddharth will be on mute position. Prabhu Aditya also supposed to be on mute position. So they can take 5 items, and in this particular scenario, they are the rescue team members for Kiran. And they have also listened from Kiran and from the team members what kind of emotions she is undergoing. Ritan went a little bit far, and he also mentioned that there could be a kind of a happiness too. There could be a kind of calmness too. Kiran herself mentioned. So that's called as the euphoric state in psychology. So these 2 teammates of Keetan will have to pick up 5 materials, and they have to come to the middle, and they have to explain simulatingly how those 5 things are going to be useful for Kiran to take her out of the jungle and save her. They can take any particular material and they can say, this is a production chopper. We come with a helicopter, rescue helicopter. So, Andamari, that's only an example. But this is purely done by Pranav and Hariharan alone.
All the best.
I got 2 things I can throw in the back, or can I?
You can add that also. But 5 அப்படினா அதிலிருந்து அட்லீஸ்ட் 3ஆவது.
Yes.
அது எதை வேணாலும் நீ எடுத்துக்கலாம். எதை வேணாலும் எடுத்து சிமுலேட் பண்ணி நீ அதை எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணலாம். இதில் முக்கியமான கண்டிஷன் தர்ஷன், பிரபு, கீர்த்தனா உங்ககிட்ட பேச மாட்டாங்க. இப்போ நீங்கள் 2 பேர். அதே மாதிரி அடுத்த ரவுண்ட் உங்களுக்கு வரும்போது உங்களுடைய சர்வைவர் அப்படின்னு ஒன்று இருக்கும். நான் என்ன சொன்னேன், ஒரு சர்வைவர். அப்போ இவங்களுக்கு ரெஸ்கியூ டீமில் யாரோ 2 பேர் தான் பண்ணணும். அப்போ மற்றவங்க எல்லாரும் அமைதி இருக்கும். ஸோ இது ரவுண்டு மாறிட்டே இருக்கும். எல்லாரும் சர்வைவர்ஸாகவும் இருப்பீங்க, எல்லாரும் ரெஸ்கியூ ப்ரொவைடர்ஸாகவும் இருப்பீங்க. அது நடக்கிற வரைக்கும் இந்த கேம் முடியும். ஸோ தட்ஸ் வை ஐ எம் அலாங்கேட்டிங் திஸ் ஃபார் 2 days. ஓகே, வி டான்ஸ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட். So exactly you have 2 minutes and 20 seconds for the property allocation, and then you will have to come and explain over here in front of Kiran. And 2 minutes 20 seconds time starts now. So please understand that this kind of imagination is completely from the schools of thoughts of Hariharan and Pranav. That is where you will have everybody's talent. நீ அங்க போனா அவன் அப்படியே அங்க ஐடியா மட்டும் பண்ணிக்குவாங்க. அவனுக்கு பிரெயின் யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. உனக்கு வரும்போது நீ உன்னோட யூஸ் ஆகும்.
இது க்ளோன் நீ வந்து
Sir, now 1 minute to stop. Sir, அப்ப நான் வந்து
அதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு டைம் minus mark for speaking in Tamil. Last one. Awful. உனக்கு அவ்வளோ ஃபீஸ் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணி ஹிந்தி டியூஷன் அனுப்பிச்சிருக்காங்க. பார்த்தேன் 15 வரைக்கும் வந்துடும் அப்படின்ட்டு அப்படியே நீ பேசும்போது நான் So Kiran, when Pranav and Hariharan are explaining, you have the right and your teammates have the right to ask quick questions as well.
Okay, sir.
The
Excuse me, sir.
Prabhu.
Sorry for interrupting, sir. Sir, B begged me, sir, so I need to leave now, sir.
Okay. You'll be all right.
Okay, sir.
Go.
Sorry, sir.
That's okay. First, go for the first day. Go.
Okay, sir.
Take care, Prabhu.
Take care.
Very good.
Oh.
Sir, 1:30.
They're done. Stop the time.
Left sharp.
So Pranav and Hariharan have 2 minutes for explaining the survival mechanism for Kiran, who is actually into the jungle. 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go.
So, good evening, one and all who are present here. I'm Pranav and my
Colleague.
colleague Hariharan Anna. So, we got 5 ways that Kiranaka can escape from the jungle. So, first thing, this round blue coin with 50 rupees represents a compass.
And she have a weapon that helps in the forest. It is a blade. Blade.
Wow.
Yes, animals.
Wow.
Beautiful now.
In case animals come, she
How do we open this?
So just like parents.
Beautiful. You're a master craftsman. Good.
Subala.
Kiran, this is a handmade thing made by handmade thing done by Hariharan. So this is a kind of
Sir, Kalikali, sir.
this is a kind of
Super Hariharan Anna.
Thank you.
protecting you from the jungle.
எப்படிங்க பண்ணீங்க?
wonderful creative. Wonderful creative.
Like we get there are totally 24 4x4 pieces here. So you need to like make like a rocket and you need to fold into two so and the bottom side you need to do like this and you need to make this and you need to wind
Sir,
it.
Sir, எப்படிமே நீங்க செய்ய போறீங்களா?
20 marks bonus for your creativity.
Sir, so Anna, let me explain fully. So this is a compass, like everyone would have seen a compass, north, south, east and west. So maybe Kiranaka would have remembered which direction she came from. So she can use the compass and let her move out the phone.
Good job. Very nice.
Subala.
And
Sir, he's the strategist, sir, so I'm Shishik. So that's why I'm trying to.
no, I always encourage the strategizing. But Pranavukkum ஒரு நியூக்ளியஸ் இருக்கு, ஹரிஹரனுக்கும் ஒரு நியூக்ளியஸ் இருக்குன்னு தெரியணுங்கிறதுக்காக.
Hariharan out of post.
78 out of 100 for them. Pranav was especially very good.
Subala.
His professional explanation was too nice.
Great job, Pranav.
You have your voice in that song.
Sir, என்னோட டோட்டல் சார்
We are leading அப்படின்னு சொன்னீங்க.
What, sir?
We are leading அப்படின்னு சொன்னீங்க.
Sir, score is
We are leading அப்படின்னு இப்படி சொன்னேன். சொல்லிட்டு நான் வந்து கேட்டோன்னே நீ அதை போய் மாற்றிட்டேன். அது எனக்கு தெரியாது நீ நினைச்சேன். So
சார் நாங்க 80
for the sake of focusing only on the score and not on the team, and
Sir,
immediately
sorry, sir.
getting so much selfish about
Sir.
the numbers, not about the team. I did not even close my lip after appreciating him, and he was saying we are leading. 10 marks, my
Sir,
son.
sorry.
No, don't.
Sorry, sir.
Why are you asking, sir?
Sorry, sir.
10 marks, minus. No remorse. This is what இப்போ innocent Hariharan is insulted. இப்போ தான் வந்து 20 மார்க் வாங்கணும். This is what a team members can do. அது ஏன் எனக்கு புரியவே மாட்டேங்குது. லீடிங் இந்த நம்பர் யான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு நான் செகண்டு நமக்கு மார்க்கு நான் வந்து ஹரிஹரனுக்கு 20 மார்க்ஸ் போனஸ் அப்படின்னா எஸ் அப்படின்னு நான் பண்ணணும். அதை நான் என்கரேஜ் பண்ணேன். அந்த ஸ்பிரிட் வேணும். உள்ள இங்கே வை சரியா ரைட் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ. ஃபஸ்ட்டு நீ எதுக்காக விளையாடணும்?
Sir, team.
அதுதான் முதல்ல. அதுக்கப்புறம் உன்னுடைய ஸ்கில்லுக்காக, அதுக்கப்புறம் உன் சாட்டிஸ்ஃபேக்ஷனுக்காக, அதுக்கப்புறம் உன் சந்தோஷத்துக்காக, கடைசியில வேணா உன்னுடைய அந்த மார்க்கு அந்த டாப் வரணுங்கிற அந்த ஈகோக்காக வேணும். Okay? It is no problem. It is irrevocable. 10 marks has been taken from us. Okay? Right? So, Kirtana is an experienced businesswoman, and she has been in the business for the past 22 years, and she is basically a 59-year-old old lady. So, the important point is Kirtana is holding an experience of about 22 years, and in this 22 years, she has been facing a lot of competition. One competitor who was following her right from her 15th year of industrial presence. அதாவது இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில் இருக்கும்போது 22 வருஷத்தை 15 வருஷம் அந்த கடந்த 7-8 வருஷமா there was one competitor who was personally trying to give her a lot of troubles financially, psychologically, mentally, and sometimes physically also. Sometimes she has even tried to just get and collide Kirtana's car. But Kirtana has always been forgiving her because she is also a girl. Okay, so she was once her college friend. Okay.
Oh, she is a female, sir.
Yeah. So the competitor is also a female businesswoman. Basically, technically speaking, Kirtana was a senior in the college, and she was her 1 year junior, immediate junior. So she has always been on the forgiving. Kirtana was about to get Best Entrepreneur Award. So the Best Entrepreneur Award அப்படிங்கிறப்போ கரெக்டாக Tuesday நாமினேட் பண்ணுறாங்க, Wednesday ஃபைனலிஸ்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க, next Tuesday அவளுக்கு அவார்ட் கொடுக்குறாங்க. Invitation அடிச்சாச்சு, அவளுக்கு நியூஸ் போயிடுச்சு. She is also very happy. Social media கூட she is informed. Thank you guys. I'm going to
20 million followers.
20 million followers.
அது
10 million வந்து
10 million brides கொடுத்து இது பண்ணிட்டாங்க.
So exactly அந்த Tuesday, அதாவது coming Tuesday, ensuing Tuesdayல வந்துட்டு அவார்ட் கிடைக்கும் போது Sunday வந்து இந்த பொண்ணு வந்து ஒரு விஷயத்தை கொளுத்தி போட்டுருக்கு. என்னன்னு சொல்லி கேட்டா, Kirtana has been சொன்ன மாதிரி she has been bribing the authorities and SIMA, South Indian Management Association, அதான் SIMAன்னு சொல்லுவோம். அது எல்லா கம்பெனிஸ்க்கும் ஒரு பெரிய நோடல் சென்டர் மாதிரி. SIMAவில் இருக்கிற ஒரு பர்சனை மிரட்டி குண்டாஸ் வச்சு இது பண்ணி தான் இந்த அவார்டை வாங்கியிருக்காங்க. ப்ரெஸ்ஸை வந்து நம்ப வச்சது இது எதுவுமே கீர்த்தனாக்கு தெரியாது because she was in a foreign tour. அங்கிருந்து வந்து ஒரு கான்ட்ராக்ட் அசைன்மெண்ட் ஃப்ளைட் அப்படியே ஜம்முன்னு வந்துருக்காங்க. ஸோ வந்து இந்தியாவில் லேண்ட் ஆனோடனே ட்ரெஸ் மீடியா எல்லாம் போட்டு இருக்கு அண்ட் எவ்ரி திங் இஸ் ஜியோபரைஸ்ட். அவார்டை வந்து கான்ஃபிஸ்கேட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க, ஷேர்ஸ் வந்து டவுன் ஆயிடுச்சு அண்ட் ஷீ இஸ் வெரி பர்சனலி broken and shattered into pieces. இந்த மாதிரி டைமில் திங்கட்கிழமை நைட்டு she is having this kind of depression. ஸோ இந்த டிப்ரெஷன் அப்படிங்கிறதுலேருந்து அவளை நீங்கள் எப்படி காப்பாற்ற போகிறீங்கன்னு 5 ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி எடுத்து அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி நிறைய ப்ராப்பர்ட்டிஸ் அங்கே இருக்கு. ரொம்ப முக்கியமான விஷயம், கல்பிதா, மித்ரா, கிரண் உங்க 2 பேர்த்துக்கிட்ட பேசவே மாட்டேன். So now let us ask Kirtana herself the same question. What are the emotions you will be feeling in this situation? முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு பேசி சத்தமாக பேசுங்க.
The first thing is depression, sir.
Yes.
The depression, and the second thing is how I can able to overcome it, sir.
Okay.
So main thing for business women or business men.
கண்ணா நீங்க 2 பேரும் அங்க போய் பிளான் பண்ணலாம்.
டைம் போடு.
2 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go on.
Sir, the main thing for business.
Keep the noiseless and you have to speak only in English.
The business women or men, sir, if they are going to face any problems, sir, that they need to think before it, sir. So if, for example, I'm just going to face that problem tomorrow, sir, that problem how I can be tackled. I'll have some interest, like the minute thing which I get able to understand this problem is going to be coming very soon, sir. When the media people are asking me about this, my shares has getting down, sir, I need to say that it's not a true, sir. I need to prove them that it's not a true, it's just a fake news, sir. I have been having a battle with her for many years, sir. She's just asking me to give her shares so that problems, I need to say them, sir, the proof, and then the thing which I didn't do it. So I didn't write any person, I just used in my true basis, I just paying my taxes, everything I need to prove to the media people, sir. So if I prove to the media automatically everything will become to a normal, sir. The media is the things which, like everything is under media, sir. So if we can prove anything to media, if media accept it, is pretty easy to solve next problem.
Right. Right. Good job. Very nice explanation. You sound even more nicer when it is cold. Right? Industry is best number here. That's
Sir, initially she will be confused, sir, because she had been enjoying a foreign trip, and right after landing in India, when so many press people ask a flurry of questions, then she'll be confused, sir. And then she have regrets, sir, because she has forgiven her friend initially, sir. Now she will regret her previous actions, sir, that she should not have forgiven her and she should have sued her for some case, sir. And she'll feel lonely, sir, because she'll feel as if the whole world is against her, and she's very lonely at this particular time, and she has to come out of it alone, sir. And she'll have vengeance, sir, vengeance on her friend, and then she'll have hopelessness, sir, and then disbelief, sir, of whatever, sir.
good job. Nice. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. When
2, 1, go.
Good evening everyone. So our plot line is going to be based on life of an individual. There are two individuals whose goal and their passion is about science, astroscience, and their goal is becoming an astronaut and going to training in space. So they have faced lot of problems and they have overcome everything, and now they are ready to go to the training center. Now their rocket is about to start and they are facing lot of problems now itself. And in space also the problems are being faced. So the problems will be explained by your team members.
So the first problem is going to be there is no fuel in the rocket, sir. They're going miles and miles, sir, so there is no fuel. No, that's not fuel, sir.
And also, sir, sufficient food and sufficient water is not available to the rocket, sir. They have prepared it very well, sir. The training, but they don't have the experience of handling that situation very well, sir. So they have undergone a lot of training, sir. But at this time they are getting nervous, sir. And also the sufficient food and water is not available, sir. And they are clearly suffocating because of it, sir. And continued by Kiran, sir.
So friends, the entire plot line is about how these two individuals will go through those two problems and how will they face it. And this is the plot line we would like to give to Dakshana and Kirtana.
Hope it's well explained.
Sir,
Nitish?
sir, we have another problem, sir. Insufficient amount of oxygen, sir. So only one tank of oxygen only remaining, sir. So they are not able to breathe completely, sir. So that's
So all the basic needs are insufficient.
Yes, sir.
So the space station is very far away, sir.
They are getting really nervous because of this situation, sir, and they don't know how to handle this. Sir. They can't communicate with the people also, sir, because there's no medium, sir, in the space. So how they are going to handle this situation, sir, and what are all the emotions and how they are going to handle this whole situation with the object.
Time.
Sir, one small point, sir. They are being nervous, so the taking of oxygen is really fast, sir. So the oxygen level is really going low fast.
Yes. Good job. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
and she got third rank in the issue.
So after facing all the problems, she just came to our village, sir. So in our village, after she just came, sir, they all received her, the uncle, aunt, and the relatives, our friends all received her with her happiness, sir, and it is continued by parents.
Right.
Sir?
Right. Right.
And she searched a job for a job, and in that job she was working about 4 to 3 years. In that her boss or MD got he want to build a factory in the Kitnaka's village.
Oh.
With that because of building that factory, it will damage the Kitnaga's building.
Obviously, yes, yes.
Sir, and all the lands have been illegally seized away, sir. And the person's name is Dakshin Gates, sir. So he's the owner of the particular.
So Dakshin Anna sir, so he is the manager of that company, as already said, sir. Without a person's permission only, without Keetanaka's permission, even though Keetanaka has worked really well for Mr. Dakshin Anna, so then the problem, sir, so we have two options, sir. So like so Keetanaka will go into Dakshinana's team and start destroying her village and start building industries, or she'll go and fight that she needs her village back. So we have two options like that, sir. So the problem is if she goes into Dakshinana's team, sir.
10 seconds extension.
Sir, if she chooses to protest, sir, then she has 5 problems, sir. Number one, Dakshin has labeled her as a mad woman, sir, and everyone has started believing, sir. So only her village people are believing in her, sir. And the people apart from the village people are not believing in her, sir. So they are saying that she is mad and she doesn't have a proper aim, sir. So she doesn't have any money, sir. She doesn't have she doesn't have proper reputation, sir, and all the media is against her, sir, defaming her. So she has to overcome all this and she has to fight.
Sir, and then yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's all.
Okay.
I can give it a try.
Okay.
Kiran, you got the scenario?
Yes, sir.
Right, so now Team Kiran has got the scenario. I'm sorry, Team Kalpita has got the scenario. Team Keetana has also got the scenario. Now, how much time? How much team time? How much time?
Sir, 5 minutes.
So, how much?
So 5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes time. Kalpita, ready?
Ready, sir.
3, 2,
Come on,
1, go.
Thank you, madam. Come on.
And thank you, sir, for telling the technical terms of this. So using this, we can suck up some required amount of liquid nitrogen from this particular shuttle, and so that it can sustain for a temporary period of time until it reaches the nearest space station. So this is the first thing that we had, and then shortage of oxygen. Coming to the shortage of oxygen. This represents a chemical laboratory type of setup inside the rocket, using which we can prepare oxygen. We have a separate team doing that. So basically, you can do that by using the electricity inside the rocket to split up water. Using electrolysis, we can get oxygen. So we have a separate chemical team doing that. So this is the technical solution to the problems. And now, Keetana will explain the emotional solutions using this book.
So, how many properties have you used so far?
3, sir.
So now I'm going to say about the emotional settings. So where the Kalpita and Mitra were so afraid and they don't know how they are going to proceed for the next step. So due to the to relax this, they are just taking a book. So they are just reading. In that book they took a page. They saw some therapies which Mariana sir represents. There are two important
The book was
important therapies which they can able to control their fear and they can able to take a good decision for the next upcoming setups. The therapy is 3 finger techniques and the meditation. These 2 therapies which are told is able to control your fears. So these are.
Yeah, and I like to conclude. So after doing all this, Mitra and Kalpita are emotionally stable and they are out of trouble for a temporary period of time. They have managed to produce enough oxygen by using the chemical method, and they have managed to fill up their fuel tank by using another temporary method. And soon after a due course of time, they come across the space station, the nearest space station, and Mitra and Kalpita communicate to the officials in the space station and to the space body that is governing that particular station. And then they get inside and they give it a final shot and they return home safely.
Dakshin's t-shirt has got this flying machine 1980. So, Flying Machine is a very big apparel company. I hope you know that. Very much. Flying Machine is a very big apparel company. It endorsed Bob Marley, singer Bob Marley, Buffalo Soldier, Bad Boys. You should listen to Bad Boys song of Bob Marley. So Buffalo Soldier, the Christian soldier, like of the Buffalo Soldier. So Bob Marley was endorsed. Speaking about way back in 1940s or 1950s. So Flying Machine 1980s கொடிகட்டி பறந்த ஒரு கம்பெனி. ஸோ அந்த கம்பெனியில் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த ஹேண்ட்லூம் எம்ப்ளாயீஸ்க்கு நடந்த கதை தான் இப்போ அவன் சொன்னது. Look how much of a big coincidence. He is wearing a t-shirt that has got Flying Machine. And he is coming up with a kind of a scenario. And the scenario la womanhood and manhood racism, discrimination and the company irundhathu. What a kind of a coincidence. அடேங்கமா அவனுக்கு பேய் பிடிச்சிருக்குன்னு Flying Machine t-shirt போட்டு அந்த Flying Machine company வேலை செஞ்சது. See, basically the point was when Flying Machine was a very big monopolistic jeans and t-shirts provided in Western America. They were really having a very big problem of the handloom people. ஜீன்ஸுக்கான கிளாத்தை வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹேண்ட்லூம் பண்ணுற அந்த ஆட்களுக்கு பயங்கரமான ஒரு ரவுடித்தனம் இருந்துச்சு பெண்களை பார்த்து. அவங்க they always considered girls only as a kind of என்ன சொல்றது peasants and laborers and என்ன சொல்றது லோ லெவலில் பார்க்குற மாதிரி ஒரு சீப் மென்டாலிட்டி படித்தவங்க. ஸோ ஆனால் அவங்க பயங்கரமான வேலை இருக்காங்க. ஸோ அந்த ஒரு செனாரியோ ஞாபகப்படுத்திச்சு அவங்களுடைய. So that's
Thank you.
And the solution provided for the aviation situation, spacecraft situation, we'll come to that. That was a wonderful I'll come to your theme. So, on the spaceship craft, Keethanavum, Dakshin Siddhartham, with the help of Pranav and Hariyan, they worked out exclusively bringing therapy and which is close to impossible. That is getting the basic resources from the nearby source of being close to impossible. So, and participation wise, Pranav was really very diligent and So again, I would like to, being a kid as the junior most in the team, again I would like to give about 8 marks bonus for Pranav. 8 15க்கு மேல maximum bare maximum 15க்கு மேல bonus போகுது. 8 marks bonus for Pranav's actions. ஒண்ணு வேணும் உழைச்சு சம்பாதி. And Hariran, previously Hariran used to be very silent question session la என்னோட ஃப்ரெண்டுக்கோ இல்லை ஹோப் ஹியருக்கோ வந்துட்டு இது பண்ண மாட்டான். But here he supported Dakshin Siddharth. So 5 bonus for Hariran. 5 marks bonus for Hariran. So they basically have got 30 marks bonus. So Dakshin Siddharth has been really very professional in explaining things. As always, he is always a master in that. And it's been a while. So whenever Keerthana gets a break or takes a break, I become very annoyed because of the simple reason that she's like Hariran, konja improvement kaamichu or patna leave edutro mari back la podu. So today she displayed a very comfortable way of explaining. ஆனா அவங்க ரெண்டு பேருக்கு எந்த போனஸும் கிடையாது. நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னா அவங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் வந்துட்டு மார்க்கை ஸ்டெபிலைஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. ஸோ இந்த ரவுண்ட்ல உங்க டீம் மொத்தமா அபார்ட் ஃப்ரம் த 13 மார்க்ஸ் போனஸ் உங்க டீம் ஜெயிச்சிருக்கிறது 77. இந்த ரவுண்ட்ல நீ என்னென்ன வேலை செஞ்சு?
Property allocation.
ரெண்டு வேலை பண்ணிடுறா. ஒன்று செனாரியோ கொடுத்தேன். என்ன செனாரியோ இந்த மாதிரி தேர்ட் ரவுண்ட் எவன் வரான்னு யோசிக்கிறது.
இங்க யார் வராங்களோ அவங்களுக்கு தான் முக்கியம்.
5-10 வரைக்கும் யார் வராங்களோ அவங்கள வச்சு செஷன் ஆகும். அதுக்கும் எடுத்தோம்ல.
all.